Yeah. Song side, Jin side. You thought we were running? Nah, we were setting the trap. Yeah. 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 Jin came marching, heavy on the ground. Little song Garrison said don't stick around. By Zai, you knew we can't fight head on. So we hit, then we dip, then we disappeared, gone. Every time they charged, we retreated. Every time they stopped, we repeated. Sneak attack back away, wet them down day after day. Yeah. Jin army tired, horses getting weak. Song soldiers moving with the strategy unique. They thought they had us, thought we lost a fight. But by Zai, you had another move that night.
Drums go boom.
Jin says, here we go. Song says,
Run.
Then we turn around.
No.
Beans on the ground, horses going wild. Jin got distracted like a hungry child. Feed, can't hear that command. Song came through with the ultimate plan. Beans on the ground, scatter 'em wide. Hungry horses couldn't put that food aside. Jin said,
Charge.
but the horses said, nah. Song took the victory. Jin took a break, horses needed a meal. Song came attack and make the battlefield real. Jin fought back, Song ran away. Same old trick from another day. Jin went home like finally peace. Back to the camp, let the fighting cease. But then, drums, what do they hear? Song came back and the battle was near. No time for the horses, no time to eat. Jin had to saddle up and get back on their feet. By Zai, you thought I know what they need. Beans in his hands, now watch this seed. Beans on the ground, horses going wild. Jin got distracted like a hungry child. Feed, can't hear that command. Song came through with the ultimate plan. Beans on the ground, scatter 'em wide. Hungry horses couldn't put that food aside. Jin said, charge, but the horses said, nah. Song took the victory, One when they come, hit when they rest. Wear 'em down, that was the test. Drums in the night, everybody move. Beans at the dirt, now watch those horses groove. Stop, they don't stop,
Charge.
they can't charge. Too hungry for the orders, now the song army's large. Beans on the ground, battlefield trick. By Zai, you knew exactly when to hit. Jin army came, but the horses went left. Song turned strategy into victory next. Beans on the ground, drums in the air. Jin thought they were ready, but the food was there. Small little Garrison, big time plan. Outsmarted the army with a handful in hand. Sometimes you don't need the biggest army, you need the biggest brain. By Zai, you Song Dynasty. And the horses, they just wanted beans.
Chain Stratagems. When dealing with significant issues, it's wise to employ multiple strategies at once, much like a series of interconnected tactics. Maintain various plans within a broader framework. However, if one strategy falters, the entire chain collapses, leading to the failure of the whole plan. In The Art of War, Sun Tzu recommended, do not rely on tactics that have worked for you before. Instead, allow your strategies to be shaped by the endless variety of situations. In professional wrestling, there's an unspoken guideline that advises against attempting the same move 3 times consecutively. The initial attempt catches your opponent off guard, and the second might still leave them dazed enough to not respond quickly. However, by the third attempt, they will have figured out your strategy and can counter your move, potentially putting you in a worse position than after the first 2 strikes. Navigating the business landscape can be complex, and relying on just one strategy won't suffice. Effective business strategies need to balance the internal pressures for maintaining continuity with the demands of a fast-evolving world that the business seeks to serve, as well as the dynamic environment that competitors are shaping. The chain stratagem operates in 2 distinct manners. Fraudsters employ a series of intense pressure tactics to ensnare you in a cycle, while you can disrupt their scam by establishing your own series of security measures. If just one link in your protective chain remains intact, the whole scam collapses. Here is how the chainbreaker algorithm works step by step. Link 1, synthetic voice scan when an unknown number calls. An audio analysis tool scans the caller's voice in the background for micro-artifacts like unnatural breath pauses, synthetic pitch consistency, or missing ambient room noise. If detected, it displays a high-probability deepfake alert on your screen. Link 2, the secret passcode to test the voice. You request a pre-agreed family safe word or private question that isn't on social media, for example. What color was our kitchen in 2015? An AI voice clone trained on social audio won't know unshared family memories. Link 3. Parallel safety check. Scammers keep victims on the line for hours so they can't call out. An automated safety app detects urgent key phrases like kidnapped or wire money and silently sends a background location or ping request to the real family member's phone. When your daughter taps "I am safe," a notification pops up on your screen even while the scam call is active. Link 4. Financial hold. If you access a banking app to send money during or immediately after a flagged call, the bank's fraud detection system identifies the unusual transfer request and enforces a required 1-hour delay along with a necessary secondary contact verification. By linking these checks together, you can avoid depending on your own judgment in a moment of high panic. The security chain takes care of the verification and halts the transfer. It was just another ordinary day for Deborah Del Mastro in the Bay Area. She was immersed in her daily routine when her phone rang. The voice on the other end was a distressed, crying parent, desperately seeking help, every parent's ultimate nightmare. The voice she heard was unmistakably her daughter's, or so it seemed. Every tone, rhythm, and sob echoed her child's voice flawlessly. Just as Deborah began to grasp the shock of it all, a gruff man's voice interrupted, asserting that he had abducted her daughter. The trap tightens. This is where the scammers initiated their psychological chain. They understood that as long as they kept Deborah in a heightened state of panic, her rational thinking would be unable to surface. Constant pressure. The caller cautioned her that if she hung up, attempted to reach out to anyone else, or contacted the police, dire consequences would follow. Isolation. By keeping the line open for several torturous hours, they effectively severed Deborah's connection to reality. She was unable to call or text her daughter to verify if she was safe. The ransom. They demanded money to guarantee her daughter's safe return. Fueled by maternal instinct and overwhelming fear, Deborah complied with their demands and transferred $5,400. The truth behind the voice after the transaction was completed and the call ended. The ensuing silence allowed Deborah to regain her composure just enough to reach out. When she finally checked on her daughter, she uncovered a shocking and heartbreaking reality. Her daughter had been safe and completely unharmed all along, unaware of the terrifying ordeal her mother had just gone through. The kidnappers had never laid a finger on her daughter. Instead, they had taken short audio snippets of her voice, probably from public videos or social media, and used them in an AI voice cloning tool. Within moments, the software produced a real-time digital voice mimic that could articulate anything the scammer typed or spoke into a microphone. The police were alerted and initiated an investigation into the fraud, but this incident served as a stark, early warning to families everywhere about the disturbing capabilities of AI-driven scams. This is how our 4-link security algorithm effectively detects and disrupts the scam in real time as Deborah's phone starts ringing. Step 1. Synthetic voice analysis. Link 1 triggered. Deborah picks up the mysterious call, and she hears her daughter's sobbing voice on the line. Meanwhile, the algorithm swiftly processes the live audio stream in just milliseconds. Essentially, the system monitors incoming audio to identify any indications that it may have been produced or modified by AI. It detected that the individual's voice exhibits some peculiar pitch variations, which are almost too uniform compared to typical human speech. Additionally, it failed to pick up on the subtle breathing sounds and natural pauses we commonly make while conversing. Furthermore, there appears to be a lack of realistic background noise, such as ambient room sounds, traffic, or other noises surrounding the speaker. Considering all these factors, the system calculates a 96.4% likelihood that the audio is either AI-generated or altered. In such cases, the device will gently vibrate and display a warning that reads, "Caution, high probability of AI-generated audio." Deborah initially feels a rush of panic, yet the visual alert on her screen gives her a key second to pause, interrupting the scammer's immediate psychological control. Step 2. Emergency protocol and keyword detection. Link 3 triggered. A loud voice belonging to an aggressive man interrupts, shouting that her daughter has been abducted and demanding a ransom of $5,400, all while insisting she remain on the line. The system identifies high-stress trigger words. Essentially, the system monitors conversations in real time, searching for words and phrases that might suggest an emergency. In this instance, it detected phrases related to a potential kidnapping, a request for money, and instructions to stay on the line. When these elements are combined, they can indicate that someone might be in immediate danger, prompting the system to classify the situation as a maximum threat level. Subsequently, it initiates a separate safety check in the background. The goal is to confirm the situation through another communication method or source, rather than solely depending on the dialogue during the call. In simple terms, the system is indicating, these words together seem very serious, so let's discreetly verify if there's a real emergency and ensure the person's safety. Step 3. Out-of-band verification, ping link 3 resolves. As the scammer pressures Deborah to maintain her main call, the app discreetly transmits a high-priority status request to her daughter's phone via data services. In essence, while Deborah is still engaged in the call, the app quietly sends a safety check to her daughter's device. Her daughter receives a low-key notification asking her to verify that she is safe. She selects "I am safe," and the app logs that confirmation along with the time and her location. The app then presents a clear message on Deborah's call screen that reads, "Daughter confirmed safe at 11:04 a.m." To put it simply, the system is unobtrusively checking on the daughter in the background, offering Deborah peace of mind that her daughter is all right. As soon as Deborah spots the green confirmation banner, the scammer's isolation trap falls apart entirely. Step 4. Secret passcode challenge, link 2 executed. With the reassurance that her daughter is unharmed, Deborah confidently confronts the caller before resorting to any extreme measures. "Deborah, if this is truly her, please tell me the name of our first family dog." Scammer AI either disconnects or provides a vague, evasive reply. "There's no time for games, just send the money." Step 5. Financial defense and cooldown, link 4 safety net. Even if Deborah had tried to access her banking app in the first moments of panic to move the $5,400, the last link in the algorithm serves as a solid safeguard. In short, the banking app recognizes that you are engaged in a call that has been flagged as potentially risky or related to scams. At the same time, it detects an unusual transfer attempt of $5,400. Because these two events occur simultaneously, the bank temporarily suspends the transfer for 1 hour. The purpose of this hold is to give you time to reflect and ensure that you are not being pressured or misled into sending the money. To release the transfer sooner, the system prompts you to complete a video verification with a trusted secondary contact. Essentially, it's saying, "This transfer appears unusual and the situation could be risky, so we're going to pause it and give you a chance to confirm that you truly want to proceed." Begin by exploring all the available options and choose the one that you believe will disrupt your opponent's strategy the most. Next, prepare a backup option that you can implement if necessary. Use your strategies just 2 times. If you find that a third action against your opponent is necessary to reach your objective, ensure that you take a different approach.